Hello guys. I just got my iPhone 4S in the mail today, and besides taking quite a while to actually get it activated, I think I was looking around around different online forums, and that seemed to be a universal problem, at least with AT&T. But besides that, I have loved the phone so far. So let's take a look. Um, First thing that's neat is while you're still on the lock screen, you can still use the camera, which I think is nice. Um, Then, of course, the next big thing being Siri. Who are you?
I'm Siri, but I don't like talking about myself.
um, I think it's pretty convenient that you can have her set up appointments, send texts, and do a bunch of other stuff just with your voice. And it has great voice command. I know not a lot of phones aren't the best at picking out everything you say. She's pretty good at it. Um, and of course, the next best thing, which I really like, would be the notification center. Um, I have my reminder for my haircut tomorrow there, the stocks, the weather, any texts or email or Facebook updates that are there. Um, then when you're on the lock screen, it's pretty convenient to be able to, instead of just having to slide to unlock it and then it goes to whatever the first notification is, you can choose what notification you want to view first just by sliding that one. Um, Obviously, really good quality images. I think it's 8 megapixels. So I just took that test image. I mean, I don't know how good the quality will be on your computer, but it's pretty nice on the phone. Um, yeah. And then, of course, I haven't been able to try out any new games with the advanced graphics, but I'm looking forward to trying that out. Um, the battery has been great. It really has barely moved at all. Um, the only downside I've found so far with this phone is that it took forever to activate, but that's obviously because everyone wanted to activate it. The iCloud is obviously awesome. Being able to sync with Wi-Fi, that's with all the iPhones I know. Um, let's see here. Some of the other big things. Um, the newsstand, yeah, that's iOS 5. Um, iMessage. I was having a conversation with my dad over his iPad, and it appears basically instantly. I know when you send texts, it might take a couple minutes to pop up depending on who you're texting and what the network is like. But since it's not, it's a completely different system. It appears literally instantly, and you can see when they're typing, have group conversations. It's been pretty nice. Um, and then the other thing that I'm really happy about now, I think that I don't know if I doubt this is just on the new iPhone, but probably with iOS 5. So I guess I'm reviewing iOS 5 and the iPhone 4S, but you you can choose ringtones as your text notifications. So if you download a custom ringtone, then you can use it to notify you when you get a text rather than having to stick with only the generic ones, which are kind of limited. There's some okay ones, but it's nice to be able to choose your own. Let's see, going into settings, um, Twitter is obviously convenient, have that built in. And then the other big thing with iOS 5, like my dad just texted me and it appeared at the top. It doesn't interrupt whatever I'm doing. I can tap it if I want. Um, um, yeah, everything updating wirelessly. Never even having to own a computer really. Especially, I think that's maybe a little bit more with the iPad, but really, um, you really do, you can set it all up wirelessly. So, and you back it up with iCloud, so you could technically never plug it into a computer, never even connect it to a computer. Just use iCloud, and you could be fine. Um, I like I said, I haven't run into anything negative with this phone so far. I upgraded it from the 3GS, which I had since about a week after it came out in June '09. It's a great phone. I still love it, but I felt it was time to upgrade, and I'm pretty glad I did. Um, because especially with the battery life, I mean, the battery life on the 3GS was okay, but this battery life really lasts quite a while, especially even when you're doing other stuff. And then going into Safari, it's quite fast. Just go to the Apple Store. That's probably a little slow right now because of all the, oh, there it goes, but all the people visiting and all the service clogging up. But it's generally pretty fast. Um, and then the other thing, yeah, it asks you if you close out, it'll ask you if you want to close individual tabs or not. Um, let's see. What else do we have here? Um, looking through the manual to see if I'm missing anything. Obviously, FaceTime is it's new for me, not new for iPhones, but I thought it was really cool. Um, just looking through the manual, see if I can find anything else big that I'm missing that I haven't reviewed yet. Camera, I covered that. Photos, yeah, the photo editing is great. The video and song controls. And let's see here. Oh, yeah. With the reminders, you can, it's really neat. You can, it's all connected to GPS, so you could just tell it to, and I know this isn't just with iPhone 4S either, but I know you can tell it to remind you to go pick up your dry cleaning after you leave your office. My dad did that earlier with his phone. So it just knows when you leave your office, because it's connected to the GPS, it automatically reminds you. Um, I know I told Siri to schedule my haircut appointment, and I told it to remind me half an hour before. The reminders are great. And then yeah, Siri, she has a lot of funny stuff to say, and she's also pretty darn convenient. Um, I think those are all the major things. It's since it's the exact same size and shape as the iPhone 4. You don't if you already have any iPhone 4 cases, you don't have to worry about getting new ones. So I just borrowed one of my dad's. Rather convenient. Just need a screen protector, but um, good volume control and everything. Good audio. Um, the phone works great, obviously, and I think it said somewhere it can last like 800 minutes or something ridiculous like that. Maybe I'm thinking too high. Maybe it was 8 hours, but the battery will last quite a while. Just talking on the phone, and that was a problem for me with the 3GS. The battery was always draining. The cell phone reception is great. That was another problem I had with the 3GS. Occasionally dropping calls, or I would get texts from earlier. Suddenly, I would start getting a bunch of texts from sometimes hours ago, and it was quite frustrating. Um, eventually they sent me a new SIM card, and it worked great for a couple weeks, but then it started messing up again. So now, signal reception has been great. I mean, I'm down in the basement in my room, which was kind of one of the dead spots for me sometimes with the 3GS, and I haven't experienced any issues yet. Um, and I think that pretty much covers all the big things. But yeah, I would highly recommend this phone. Definitely worth the money. Um, yeah, thanks for watching.